Elle Fanning stood with trembling hands, her breath catching in her throat as the final scene of A Sentimental Value faded to black on the massive screen at the Théâtre Lumière. For a moment, silence fell over the auditorium, a sacred kind of silence, the kind that follows a masterpiece. Then, as if a dam had broken, the applause erupted. Thunderous, unrelenting, emotional. It started with a wave and quickly became a roar, and it didn't stop. The ovation lasted 1 minute, then 5, then 10. By the 15th minute, Elle Fanning was openly weeping. She clutched the hand of director Sofia Varelli, who looked equally stunned by the outpouring of emotion. Around them, cast and crew stood with tears in their eyes as Cannes' notoriously critical audience stood united in reverence. This wasn't just any ovation. At 15 minutes, it became the longest-standing ovation in the history of the Cannes Film Festival. And the centerpiece of it all was Fanning, vulnerable, radiant, and visibly overwhelmed. The film, a quiet meditation on memory, loss, and the intergenerational inheritance of love, had already drawn whispers of Palme d'Or contention during its lead-up. But few predicted the sheer emotional power it would unleash. Set in post-war Italy and based on the lost journals of a real-life female sculptor, A Sentimental Value follows Lucia Fanning, an American art historian who uncovers a forgotten female legacy while navigating her own crumbling marriage. Throughout the screening, audible gasps and stifled sobs punctuated the theater, but no one expected the emotional dam to break quite so forcefully in the final montage, a sequence entirely silent, composed of archival footage, reconstructed memories, and a slow pan over a decaying villa, which Fanning herself helped conceptualize during production. At the press conference immediately after the screening, Fanning appeared still shaken, pausing several times to wipe away tears and compose herself. "This story, it's not just a film to me," she said quietly. "It's my grandmother. It's every woman whose voice was lost. It's every artist who was told their work didn't matter. I felt her, all of them, when we were making this. And to feel the audience receive it like this, I can't even describe it." Director Sofia Varelli, in her Cannes debut, praised Fanning's commitment, noting that she had lived the role far beyond the script. Elle didn't just portray Lucia, she excavated her. She built her out of dust and whispers. She gave her a soul. As for the buzz, it was immediate and deafening. Critics rushed to post instant reactions, hailing Fanning's performance as career-defining, sublime, and wholly transcendent. The Hollywood Reporter called her the undisputed heart of Cannes 2025, while Variety boldly declared, "The Palme d'Or has never felt more inevitable." What's more, A Sentimental Value struck a particular chord among female filmmakers and viewers. An impromptu gathering formed outside the Palais later that evening, with fans, many in tears, holding sketches, quotes from the film, and miniature sculpting tools, and homage to Lucia's art. "It reminded me why I create," one young director whispered through her tears. "Elle gave us permission to feel everything." Industry insiders are now predicting not just Cannes' glory, but a major Oscar campaign, with Fanning poised to make a sweep through the award season. If the whispers from studio execs are to be believed, a wide theatrical release is already being mapped, with an aggressive international rollout planned for fall. Despite the growing clamor, Fanning remains remarkably grounded. "I didn't set out to break a record," she said backstage. "I just wanted to honor her, Lucia. And if people felt her, then that's everything." She paused for a beat, then added, "I think she was with us tonight." As the crowd outside the Palais continued to grow, a chant slowly took hold, "Lucia, Lucia, Lucia," echoing across the Croisette. But for those lucky enough to be in the room during those 15 minutes, it was Elle they were cheering for. The woman who carried a ghost into the spotlight and let the world fall in love with her. No gimmicks, no spectacle, just truth. And Cannes, for once, didn't look away.